and I'm the founder at Datagems here. Just wanted to give you a quick introduction to Tableau. So we've got a little question that we've asked. How far on average do customers travel to shop at each location, and is there an opportunity to open another store? Now, I previously solved this problem in Alteryx. So we've got 3 sources that we've blended into one, and let's have a look at how we can visualize this in Tableau and provide some actionable insight. So here's our workflow here. I've already run it and created the intro to Tableau hyper file. And let's just go straight to our data source. So we're going to open this up, and here it is here. It's a hyper. And we're going to go big, full screen, extract. Right, so I'm just going to recreate the extract here, and we're good to go. So now let's go back to our question. We've got 3 tables, sources of data. How far do customers travel? Is there an opportunity to open another store? Okay, so let's start by looking at the stores. So we've got 10 stores, including online. And here's our distance kilometers. Automatically drops this into summary calculation. So let's just change this to an average in the marks here. So we can see on average customers travel, sort that up in the sort bar here. So Warkworth looks like it's the furthest shop that they travel to in Pukekohe, followed by Orewa and online. Let's go and have a look at our sales by store. So again, bring the sales up, and let's go to sales, drop that into the marks here, and have a look at that. And we can, let's turn that now. Looking at a table doesn't really tell you much, right? And it was the same in sheet 1. It's like it's very hard to pick up the insight there. Let's go and add, let's go and convert this into a bar chart. And we drag the stores up into the columns. And now this is starting to make a bit more sense. So we can see who's making all the revenue, Takapuna, and Luke, CBD, etc. Let's make these labels a little bit bigger. So drag that out a fraction. There we go. And actually, let's duplicate this sheet 1 here. So it's very easy. Right click, duplicate. And let's turn this into a bar chart also. Did that the wrong way. And let's sort by distance, right? So we can see how far people are traveling. And we can see here that customers travel a long way to Warkworth, but they don't actually spend much money. Now let's have a look and see what that looks like on a map. Now we can, let's go and grab the store location. You can just double click these, and Tableau automatically will know that it's a store, that it's a map. And this puts a single point in here because we haven't got any data to tell us where the store is. So it's taking the average of all the data. So let's just drop the store location in, and you can see here it starts to drop them in. Now, why don't we go and what should we do here? Why don't we change this and let's add a shape to these. Now I've got these, so you can load these into your default settings. It's pretty easy. And click more shapes. Now I've got this one here that I've loaded, and it's called road trippers. Let's just do these ones because they kind of look like a shop. And there are our shops, and let's make the size of these a little bit bigger. So there we go. We can see where all the shops are, and that background map's a little bit dull. So again, it's really easy. Tableau makes it so easy to add a map background. So these are all from Mapbox. So this is called streets, but equally we could use satellite, which isn't particularly helpful in this instance. So we can see there's some density of buildings and so on. So maybe it is useful. And let's come back to our bar charts. So we've got distance, or this is called average distance, revenue, and map. Now, again, looking at these 3 different charts, it's quite challenging. So why don't we put them all onto a dashboard? So Tableau makes this really easy. It's just a matter of dragging and dropping. So let's just play with the size. So you can select whatever size you want. So let's just go landscape. So it automatically sets the size there for you. And what we'll do now is let's just drag the map in. And we can see our stores on the map. And I think let's have our revenue, 1 bar chart, and our average distance. And we can see that there's no header on this, so let's add a title rather, and let's make these a little bit smaller. So let's try dragging this guy side by side, and then let's bring our table in. So let's just rename this table. And what I think I might do here is flip this up here, and let's have a look at how they travel. Has it changed over time? So let's just drag this into, let's drag the order year into the rows, and we can see here that we get an average distance traveled to the store. And again, let's just flip this around the other way. So we've got years and stores alphabetically, and let's just sort this by distance. And we can see that Walkworth is still the largest, Ponsonby is the closest. And we can drag that into here. Maybe let's move this one down to here. And actually, let's just shift this one below there. And why don't we add into the mix on our revenue chart? It becomes really easy. And again, let's try order. Why don't we do customer segment? So this is 4 years revenue by customer segment, and let's show we want to see the legend for this. Okay, and what you can do is really great is you can make this floating. So let's just float this down to here. And remember, this is revenue for all 4 years. So let's maybe let's change this, and let's put a year filter in. So what we'll do is we'll drag the order year into here and select years, select all, and what we can do is we can apply that to all of our sheets. So let's just go and do that here, all using this data source. And then what we can do is then add the filter for the year. And again, let's just make this floating. And we can even change how that looks. So let's just change that to a slider. Let's just change the label just to year will do. So you can see it's really easy to start bringing all this insight into a single place, right? I think this one here starts to look a little bit better. Play around these labels, rotate them, there you go. And then we can start to see, now what we want to do with this map is, why don't we go back to the map and drag down sales onto size and go back to here. And what we can do is let's just change the size here so it's not overlapping so heavily. And what we can also do is let's add a label on these, and we can see the stores here. Now, some of them don't have labels because they're too close together, but when you zoom in on the map, the labels should appear. There we go. So here, so now this is starting to take a bit of shape. So what we can see is that our stores are really most of the activity is in these parts of the city. Maybe we could put another store in down here, possibly another one in here. But the amount of revenue that we're getting, and let's just change this one to change the, sorry to interrupt the flow there. What we can see though is that typically, most of the action is in the central city. So is it going to be beneficial to open other stores? I don't know, and I can't answer that, but at least we're starting to head in the right direction. So that was my quick intro to Tableau. Yeah, if you want to know more, you can or use it. Try the download link and download your own copy. Otherwise, book a call, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.